Hello, my friends, and welcome back to English Avenue Podcast. I am Mike, and I am so happy you are here with me today. I am here to help you speak real English slowly, clearly, and confidently. Today we are going to talk about one of the most common conversations in the world. It happens every Friday, and it happens every Monday. It is the conversation about the weekend. Think about it. When you leave work or school on Friday, everyone asks, "What are your plans?" And when you return on Monday morning, the first thing people ask is, "How was your weekend?" For many English learners, this moment is stressful. You panic. You forget your words. You just say it was good, and the conversation ends. You want to say more. You want to connect, but you feel stuck. In this episode, we are going to change that. We are going to learn how to talk about your weekend naturally. We will cover everything from relaxing at home to going on an adventure. We will learn the real phrases native speakers use, like sleep in or run errands or take it easy. I will speak slowly. I will explain every difficult word, and I will leave space for you to repeat after me. This is your time to practice. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to be present. So take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders. Let go of the stress of the day. And let's begin. Part 1. The Friday Conversation. Before the weekend starts, we talk about our plans. This is usually on Friday afternoon. When someone asks, "What are your plans?" you don't always need a big, exciting answer. Sometimes your plan is to do nothing, and that is a beautiful plan. Let's learn a very important phrase for a quiet weekend. The phrase is keep it low-key. To keep it low-key means to stay quiet. It means you are not going to a big party. You are not traveling. You are just relaxing. It is a very positive phrase. Listen and repeat after me. I'm going to keep it low-key this weekend. I plan to keep it low-key. This is much better than saying, "I will do nothing." Doing nothing sounds boring. Keeping it low-key sounds like a choice. It sounds like you need to rest. Now imagine you are very tired from work. You want to stay home and relax. We have a phrasal verb for this. It is stay in. Stay in means you do not go out. You stay inside your house. I think I will just stay in tonight. I'm going to stay in and order pizza. And what do you do when you stay in? Maybe you watch TV. But if you watch many episodes of a show one after another, we call this binge-watch. To binge means to do something too much. So to binge-watch means to watch 5 or 6 hours of Netflix in one day. I plan to binge-watch my favorite series. I'm going to stay in and binge-watch movies. Now, sometimes you have a lot of small jobs to do. You need to buy food. You need to go to the bank. You need to go to the post office. We call these errands. An errand is a small task you must do outside the house. It is not work, but it is not fun. It is just necessary life stuff. The verb we use is run. We say run errands. I have to run some errands on Saturday morning. I'm going to run errands and then relax. See how natural that sounds. Instead of listing every small thing, you just use the chunk run errands. Now let's talk about sleep. On the weekend, we often sleep more than on weekdays. We have a special phrasal verb for this. It is sleep in. To sleep in means to wake up later than usual by choice. It is not an accident. You choose to stay in bed until 9 or 10 in the morning. I can't wait to sleep in on Saturday. I plan to sleep in until noon. Remember the difference. Oversleep is a mistake. It means you are late. Sleep in is a luxury. It means you are relaxing. Part 2. The Monday morning question. Now imagine it is Monday morning. You are back at work or school. A colleague walks up to you with a coffee cup and asks, "How was your weekend?" This is the moment where many learners freeze. Do not freeze. You are ready. If your weekend was quiet, you can use the word relaxing. It was very relaxing, thanks. It was a nice, relaxing weekend. If you did nothing special, you can say it was pretty chilled. Chilled comes from the word chill, which means cold. But in this context, chilled means relaxed and calm. No stress. It was pretty chilled. I didn't do much. It was a chilled weekend. Just what I needed. Just what I needed. This is a great chunk. It means I was tired and that rest was perfect for me. Now maybe your weekend was busy. Maybe you did many things. You can say it was packed. Packed usually means a suitcase is full. But here it means your time was full. My weekend was packed. I didn't stop. It was a packed weekend. I saw friends and family. Or you can say productive. Productive means you did good work. You cleaned the house. You studied English. You fixed the car. It was a productive weekend. I got a lot done. I got a lot done. I got a lot done. This is a chunk. Memorize it. It means I finished many tasks. Part 3. Describing activities. Now let's get into the details. What did you actually do? Let's practice some specific sentences for common weekend activities. Maybe you met your friends. We don't usually say, "I met my friends." That sounds a little formal, like a business meeting. We often say, "I caught up with friends." To catch up means to talk to someone you haven't seen in a while. You tell them your news, and they tell you their news. I caught up with some old friends. We met for coffee and caught up. Another great phrase is hang out. To hang out means to spend time together with no big plan. You are just being together. I just hung out with my family. We hung out at the park for a few hours. Notice the past tense. Hang becomes hung. I hung out. Maybe you went to a restaurant. Instead of saying, "I ate dinner at a restaurant," which is correct, but simple, you can say, "We went out for dinner." We went out for dinner on Saturday night. We tried that new Italian place. Or maybe you did chores. Chores are cleaning jobs in your house. Washing clothes. Cleaning the floor. I spent Saturday doing chores. I did some housework and laundry. Sometimes you leave the city. You go to the countryside or the beach. We call this getting out of town. We decided to get out of town for the weekend. It was nice to get out of the city. And sometimes you just stay home and move slowly. You drink coffee. You read a little. You water the plants. You do small things without rushing. We have a lovely verb for this. It is potter around. To potter around means to do small, easy tasks in a relaxed way. I just pottered around the house. I spent Sunday pottering around the garden. This is a very native phrase. If you use this, people will think your English is very advanced. I just pottered around. Part 4. Talking about the negative. Not every weekend is amazing. Sometimes the weekend is bad, and it is okay to be honest. You don't always have to say it was good. Maybe it was boring. It was a bit boring actually. I didn't do anything interesting. Maybe it went too fast. We say it flew by. Like a bird flying. The weekend flew by. I can't believe it's Monday. It went way too fast. Maybe you were sick. You can say, I was under the weather. I was a bit under the weather, so I stayed in bed. I wasn't feeling great, so I just rested. Or maybe it was stressful. It was actually quite stressful. I had to work all weekend. Being honest is good. It builds connection. If you say, I had a bad weekend, your friend might say, oh no, why? And then you have a real conversation. Part 5. Asking questions back. Conversation is like a game of tennis. You hit the ball, then they hit the ball back. If you answer, it was good, and stop, the game is over. You dropped the ball. You must ask a question back. This is the secret to being a good conversationalist. Here are the best ways to bounce the ball back. How about you? What about you? Did you do anything nice? How was your weekend? Let's practice a full turn. I will ask you. You answer, then ask me. How was your weekend? Good. You answered and you asked back. Now let's look at a specific question. Did you get up to anything much? Get up to means do. Did you do anything? No, I didn't get up to much. Just relaxed. We didn't get up to much. It was quiet. Part 6. A weekend story. Now I am going to tell you a story about a typical weekend. I want you to listen to the flow. Listen to the chunks. I will use the words we just learned. Listen carefully. On Friday evening I was exhausted, so I decided to keep it low-key. I stayed in and ordered some food. I binge-watched a new series on TV until midnight. On Saturday morning I slept in. It was wonderful. I woke up at 10 o'clock. Then I pottered around the house in my pajamas. In the afternoon, I ran some errands. I went to the supermarket and the bank. In the evening, I met up with some friends. We went out for dinner. It was great to catch up with them. On Sunday, I took it easy. I went for a short walk, but mostly I just got ready for the week. The weekend flew by, but it was just what I needed. Did you hear the phrases? Keep it low-key. Stayed in. Binge-watched. Slept in. Pottered around. Ran errands. Catch up. Took it easy. Flew by. Just what I needed. Now we are going to shadow this story. I will break it into small pieces. You repeat after me. Copy my emotion. Copy my speed. On Friday evening I was exhausted. So I decided to keep it low-key. I stayed in and ordered some food. I binge-watched a new series until midnight. On Saturday morning I slept in. It was wonderful. Then I pottered around the house. In the afternoon, I ran some errands. In the evening, I met up with some friends. It was great to catch up with them. On Sunday, I took it easy. The weekend flew by. But it was just what I needed. Excellent. You are speaking natural English. You are telling a story. Part 7. The mindset of sharing. I want to talk to you for a moment about why this is difficult. Why do we feel scared to talk about our weekends? Often we think our lives are boring. We think, I didn't climb a mountain. I didn't go to Paris. I just did laundry. Why would anyone want to hear that? But my friend's connection happens in the small things. Most people have boring weekends. Most people do laundry. Most people feel tired. When you say, I just did laundry and watched TV, the other person feels relieved. They think, oh good, me too. You don't need to impress people. You just need to share. If you cooked a soup, tell them. I made a great soup. If you walked your dog, tell them. I took my dog to the park. If you slept for 12 hours, tell them. I slept all day. It is the small details that make a conversation real. So don't try to be exciting. Be real. Be you. Your normal life is interesting enough. Part 8. Advanced expressions. For those of you who want a little more, here are 3 advanced idioms about weekends. These will make you sound very native. Idiom number 1. To have a lie-in. This is British English. It is the same as sleeping in. I had a lovely lie-in on Sunday. Idiom number 2. To recharge my batteries. This means to rest so you have energy again. I really needed to recharge my batteries this weekend. Idiom number 3. To paint the town red. This is a fun one. It means to go out and have a very wild and exciting time, usually with dancing and parties. It was my birthday, so we went out and painted the town red. You probably won't do this every weekend, but it is a fun phrase to know. Part 9. Simulation practice. Now we are going to do a simulation. I will be your colleague. It is Monday morning. We are at the coffee machine. I will ask you questions. You answer me out loud. Use the phrases we learned. Low key. Potter around. Sleep in. Catch up. Are you ready? Let's talk. Hey, good morning. How was your weekend? That sounds nice. I was pretty busy myself. Did you get up to anything special on Saturday? Oh, really? And what about Sunday? Did you relax? Yeah, I know what you mean. The weekend always goes too fast, right? Well, it's time to get back to work, I guess. Have a good week. Did you do it? Did you speak? If you did, I am proud of you. That was a real conversation. Part 10. Your homework. Before we finish, I have a small task for you. This Friday, when you leave work or school, or when you finish your day, I want you to make a plan. Even if the plan is do nothing. Say to yourself in English, this weekend I am going to. Maybe I am going to keep it low key. Or I am going to catch up on sleep. And then on Monday morning, before you talk to anyone, practice your answer. Narrate your weekend to yourself while you are brushing your teeth. I had a good weekend. I pottered around. I watched a movie. It was chilled. If you practice this in private, you will be ready in public. You will not freeze. You will not panic. You will just speak. Remember, English is not just about big words. It is about connecting with people. And asking about the weekend is the easiest way to connect. You have the tools now. You have the chunks. You have the confidence. I know you can do this. I believe in you. Thank you for letting me be part of your weekend today. Thank you for studying with me. I'm Mike, and this is English Avenue Podcast. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Bye for now.